Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Hidden Heights Farm. I'm Rachel and today I'm in the kitchen and I am going to share with you my Blackberry Cobbler recipe. It is super easy, guys. Believe me, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And you don't have to have a ton of ingredients to do it. Here are the blackberries we're going to start with. Those look delicious. I've been trying to keep the kids out of these for a while now. So with that being said, come join me and we will get started. You're not going to need a whole lot of ingredients. You're going to need sugar, of course, just regular granulated sugar, all-purpose flour, baking powder, 1 stick of butter, and then you're just going to need, I like to use a 13 by 9 baking dish, but really you can use any size dish that you want as long as it's deep enough and it's not going to boil over. Just your basic measuring cups and a couple of extra bowls here. And if you have a flour sifter, that's something good to use also. So let's see. First we're going to start with our dry mix. And that's going to be flour. So you're going to need 1.5 cups of flour. There's 1.5. So there is our flour. Let me get this out here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So we're going to set that aside. And it's really simple. Basically, it's just 1.5 flour, 1.5 sugar, and 1.5 cups milk. I forgot to add that. We will need milk. So here's our sugar, and we're doing 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna need some more sugar. Okay, and then you're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So there are the dry ingredients. Set that aside because I am done with that. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to put our dry mixture through the sifter. And that just helps to get clumps out and all that. If you don't have one, you don't have to use it. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. Just makes it easier. And really this recipe doesn't take a whole lot of time to prepare. So those of you who are super busy and don't have a lot of time, you're not going to be all day in the kitchen with this. I'm not doing a very good job at getting it all in there and through the sifter. Alright, there's that. So we're going to set that aside. Okay, so that is the dry mix. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our cup of milk, or 1.5 cups of milk. Okay, and then we are going to melt 1 stick of butter. Just stick this in the microwave. Alright, so I've got my stick of butter in the bowl here, and I'm going to pop this in the microwave for 30 seconds and let that get good and melted. So we've got our melted butter here. you guys can see that. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna pour the melted butter into your baking dish. Just directly into your baking dish. And we're gonna set that aside. Okay, so now we are ready. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar directly to your berries. And this just helps if your berries are kind of tart, it will help alleviate some of that tartness there. And I'm just gonna mix it in. And you can see that I have got the juice in here as well, because I like some of the juice in mine. And it's kind of your preference on that. If you do not want the juice, you can drain the juice. Just whatever you prefer. And I have got a little over 2 cups of berries here. You can even go up to 3 cups of berries if you prefer. It's just your preference on it, but I like 2 cups of blackberries. And you can actually do this with peaches, cherry. You can make a cherry cobbler, a peach cobbler. Basically, anything like that, you can use the same recipe. So that's mixed in pretty good, and I'm gonna set that aside. And then now what I'm gonna do is add my milk to my flour mixture. Stir that in real good. And this is the all-purpose flour, the sugar, and the baking powder. So I'm gonna mix this in, get all those lumps out. Like I said before, it's 1.5 cups of the all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups sugar, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1.5 cups of milk. And if you have whole milk, that's what you want to use. I didn't actually have any whole milk today. I used 2%, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, I think that's mixed pretty well there. All right, so we've got our mixture of flour, sugar, and baking powder and milk all mixed up, and we have got our baking pan ready with the butter melted in it. So all you're going to do now is you're going to pour the mixture into the baking pan, and you're not going to mix the butter in with it. So just pour it evenly. Look at all that butter. Okay, set that aside. And of course I'm messy here. I've got mixture. Okay, so that's that. Next step, we are going to scoop in the berries. You're going to scoop in your blackberries directly in this mixture. Just place it on top and just try and get it even. And I always like to start at the edges and work my way in. And now I'm going to pour the remaining juice from the blackberries on this. You don't have to do this, but this is how we like ours here. We want all that good blackberry flavor. All right, So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop this in the oven at 375. I've got it preheated. And we're going to set the timer for 45 minutes. At 45 minutes, you want to start watching it very carefully. Since all ovens are different, we're just gonna bake this until the top is golden brown. All that batter is gonna rise to the top, and so that's why we did not mix the batter in or anything. It's just gonna rise to the top, and it's gonna turn out to be hopefully a beautiful golden brown on top. So like I said, prep your oven 375, set your timer for 45 minutes, and then after that we will start checking that regularly. So we're gonna stick it in the oven. And there's the finished product. All right, so we've let it cool just a little bit. We're just gonna spoon some out in a bowl here. Then now we're gonna take a scoop of vanilla ice cream and put on top and get it all good and melted in there. That's the best way to eat it. All right guys, here's the finished product. That's our Blackberry Cobbler with vanilla ice cream on the top, and it's all getting melted on there and delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed my recipe today. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button below and like this video if you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.